Greetings and welcome to another thrilling and exciting adventure in astrology with the Planetary Persuader. That's me, Cosmic Kev, and we're taking you through every single sign in the zodiac and what's going on. So, like, we're in this waning moon period. That means the moon's shrinking down. So all this karma that's been coming on since the 15th of February is coming to a close. And so this is that first pulse of the Earth Dog. And the Earth Dog is about cooperating, it's about doing practical things, and it's about bringing social justice. And it's about, being outdoors a lot, appreciating the natural environment. John Muir, probably the most famous environmentalist in American history, was born the year of the Earth Dog. In fact, they celebrate Earth Day near his birthday, not really on it, but as kind of a tribute to him. And so with that said, we're going to go. What do we got? We got Moon in Sagittarius today. So Moon's in Jyeshta Nakshatra today. And tomorrow it'll be in Mula. So one of the things I could say about this lunar shift is, we had so much to do, but after this, come tomorrow, it's kind of relax a little bit, just don't go too crazy, just ease on into the weekend, just ease on into the week and try and do things that lift yourself up, lift others up. They don't have to make a lot of sense. They don't even have to make a lot of dollars. They just have to be. So, right now we have, the only major shifts we've had was last week when we had Mercury and Venus move into Aries. And there's really, outside of that, it's just going to be the moon, moving across the zodiac. So we'll start with you, Aries. Greetings, Aries. Welcome to your horoscope. It's still a good time to lay low. I mean, even though you got Venus and Mercury in the first house, so you're kind of motivated right now. Those planets, I know people say that, Venus makes you lazy. I don't really believe that. Because of my study in Vedic science and the astrology of India, it's like we consider Mercury and Venus to be some of the most motivating planets there are. They are rajestic, we would say. They are the Rajas. And the Rajas are about activation with the material world. You want to make something of yourself. There's passion involved with them. It's like Mercury wants to make money, Venus wants to make love, and it takes some kind of motivation to get yourself positioned in that. At least, having clean sheets on your bed or something. And so you have a voice, you have a lot of creativity, you have a lot of intelligence, you have people wanting to see you, you have this inspiration because of Uranus in the first house. So, you're ready to go, but there's still like a blind spot. You got Sun and Neptune and Chiron all in the 12th house. So there's karma for not taking care of yourself. There's karma for neglecting your spiritual life or just thinking that, oh yeah, it's all just science and gravity. you know. There's more to it than that, you know, and science will even prove that to you. And you're in a place where you feel a little more isolated. You haven't really broke out yet, and that's okay. You've got a lot of desire to use your creative potential with North Node in the 5th house, and you have a lot of desire to help your children, especially if they're having emotional or mental problems. This looks like a great weekend for travel for you, getting away or being out in public more. Maybe, you know, looking at job opportunities. All of these things look very good for Aries this week. So I encourage you to get out there, get in there, do it, make the impact, be the change you want to see. Okay. All right. So, greetings Taurus, and welcome to your horoscope. So when you got Venus in the 12th house, Mercury in the 12th house, it's like you just got to be careful about what you say. And most Taurus people are pretty quiet, you know. In fact, one of the Western astrology, evolutionary astrology teachers, Stephen Forrest, is like, oh yeah, you know, Taurus is a quiet one, you know, it's a quiet sign. Of course, if you knew my cameraman, you would know that's absolutely false. There's a lot of variety, and that's why I really hesitate for you to go by sun signs, you know. Any sign, you know, sun signs are just one thing, and I don't even think they're the most important. And I don't think most experienced astrologers will say the rising sign and the moon are the key to knowing who you are and who that person is. Sun signs are like cousins. Are you just like every one of your cousins? You are not. You might have one like you, but you are not like them. And so when you're playing that game, oh, well, they're that sign by their sun, you don't know astrology, and you're just acting superstitious and dumb, and we don't want that, you know. It's time to be enlightened, and what I'd say is that hard work pays off for you right now. Doing good research is going to pay off for you because of Saturn and Pluto in the 9th house. You're impatient for things to happen, especially this weekend, today, you know, but you'll chill out. Tomorrow you'll chill out. Maybe you'll take a trip. Maybe you'll take a road trip. Maybe you'll see, you know, beautiful blossoms blooming somewhere. If you're in the, you know, southeast United States or Northern California, that's what's happening. And you too, I would say it's good to lay low. You know, with just Venus and Mercury in the 12th house, it's just good to just kind of take it easy. It's your time to shine is coming. Don't worry. But just in the meantime, just be able to relax into the fullness of what your potential is. And your social life is still good. And you never know who you'll meet. All right, so greetings Gemini, and welcome to your horoscope. Okay, so Gemini. You're good at seeing both sides of the story. That's your gift. People don't like you for flip-flopping. You're very non-committal. And I can understand that, you know. Having been in a relationship for 21 years, you know, you go out, you're kind of like, well, I'm really not looking for anything real serious now. I'm just kind of like, whoa, stop sign, you know, just hang on. We need to really know each other. And there is a lot of physical renewal for you. Relationship issues are primo today, this Friday, because of the moon and Mars being together. And but by tomorrow they still will be. They might have intensified, you know, over the weekend. Like who owes what person what, and what can we do, you know. So using better negotiating skills is going to help, and you've got that. Venus and and Mercury in your 11th house kind of motivates you to want to have a party, you know. It's like, hey, I want to get together with people, make things happen, and do stuff, and that's good. And a lot of your leadership ability is seen more because of the sun being in your 10th house right now, which is sort of an exalted position, you know. Sun is shining on Gemini. And even though you might have suffered some hard stuff and You don't feel other people understand you. I completely get it. They don't have to. Just you focus on understanding yourself, and then everything is going to be better. Oh yeah. Bingo. Came up with something. Yes. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope. Water sign. Give them some water. Okay. So, I mean, we live in a very insecure world, in a very insane world. People don't realize what their power is. Yeah, and what I'm going to use in this example is politics, for instance. People pay way more attention to the gigantic federal government, this overinflated dinosaur ready to distribute injustice to the poorest souls and justice to the richest souls. That's basically what's happening. And both Dems and Republicans will adhere to that, and they will bring it to you. They will make this happen in that way, which is very disappointing. But if you focus on your local, like city council and local things in your community and neighborhood, you'll actually realize you're a powerful person, and you can do a lot of really cool stuff. So that is in itself wonderful, So I would say, yeah, go with that. Go with doing wonderful things. The other thing is your career ability is great right now. Relationship potential, as long as it's a mature approach, you're going to make it. Health-wise, exercise is really in right now. And as far as your creativity and your children, things seem to be going good. As far as travel and getting higher education goes, that is good. That is on. Keep it up. Keep it going. All right. Yeah, you'd think I was a smoker. No, I'm not. Greetings, Leo, and welcome to your horoscope. So, Pisces occupies your 8th house. An 8th house, like I've said before, is called the house of unjust rewards. And so a lot of stuff happens that's not in your control. And from the Leos I've known, a lot of them are kind of like control freaks. They're really quick to identify that with others. It's like, oh yeah, you're very controlling, and then it's like, oh, you resent me, and I'm like, no, I'm not, and I don't, and it's like, do not wrinkle their cape, do not wrinkle their throne. It's if most Leos are pretty friendly and they have lots of friends. But oftentimes there is a point when you know them pretty well that it's like my way or the highway. And that doesn't leave a lot of room for negotiation. And so, they'll tell you, this is how it's going to be. We're going to be friends. And it's like, that's ridiculous. You don't even know. You haven't even asked me what I wanted. You're just giving me what you want. That is not negotiation. But anyhow, you're in a place right now where you might buy a new vehicle. You might be searching for new real estate, and so you're willing to get in a certain amount of debt for that. Travel looks very good. Educational pursuits look really good. Getting any kind of higher certificate, that's going to be good for you. It's going to work out for you. Great. I would say just be patient, because good things are coming to you, but taking a more spiritual attitude towards your life right now, maybe looking for help from your parents, it doesn't hurt. It could actually help. Well, greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your horoscope. So, this is what's going on with you right now. You're into it for the romance, you're into it for the love, you're into it for the intensity. And there's a sense you got to just release and let it go. That, you can't keep it all in one place, and that's all right. We start Friday, and it's like you might be more like, God, I'd like to just stay home. But by Saturday, Sunday, you're like, God, I want to break out. I want to have fun. I want to travel. I want to party. I want to see friends. I want to, play music or do art and have affluence on the land. I want to have my influence lead to some kind of affluence. And there's a lot of good fortune in this weekend. And if you haven't found love yet as a Virgo, I'd say you'd find it this weekend. Why not? And I think with Mercury being in the 8th house and Venus there too, it's like transiting your 8th house. It's like, how deep is your love? How deep, when other people have problems and they need something for you, can you help them? Can you be patient with people that owe you money? Are other people being patient with you in your situation, or are you too prideful to express what's really going on? So, probably not. Most Virgos, humility is truth. Humbleness is the way to never be knocked down. It's interesting. But humbleness does not mean be negative. Look forward to good things happening for you, Virgo. Positive is in, and it's coming. All right, greetings, Libra. Welcome to your horoscope. So, like Pisces time for you is a time to really dig in, do the work. Do hard work, get organized, take care of your health, do a little late winter, pre-spring cleaning, make yourself feel good. Super motivated by relationships. You always have been, always will be. It's extra motivation right now with Mercury and Venus in the 7th house. There's no way of getting around that. And let's see, what other cool tricks can I put out there for you? Moon will be in Aquarius on Monday afternoon through Wednesday. So I would say Monday afternoon through Wednesday, good time for creativity, good time for working with your children, good time for working with matters of the heart this week. And, you got a great position for Venus. Mostly all systems are go. That's what I would say. It's just you got to be ready for anything. And, keep your vehicle in check, too. Do vehicle maintenance this weekend. Because when I see that Mars in the 3rd house, it likes it there, but it, sometimes there can be bicycle troubles, whatever. Greetings, Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope. Pisces time is a good time. So Venus and Mercury moved out of your 5th house into your 6th house. So doing community work or working for a charitable cause helps you have good karma. This would be a good thing for you to do this week. Mars in the 2nd house, you're all about making money. You're all about that motivation to get things going, get things percolating, get things cooking, get them working. And Jupiter in the 1st house, you have a lot of good fortune. You have a lot of power. And Jupiter, I think, is getting ready to go retrograde. So, Jupiter is really slowed down, And so its beam is on you. And it's on you really, really hard. In fact, Mercury, Jupiter, I didn't even talk about this. God, how did I miss this? Jupiter went retrograde today. Or yesterday, last night. So, Jupiter, in a way, is slowing down. And because it is slowing down, there's this empowerment of good fortune. And we want to look at it from within. What we do in our inside world, meditating on success, couldn't be a better time for you, Scorpio. Because this is going to bring the real success. It's doing the inner work. It's not so much about deserving it. It's about asking for it. It's about believing in it. It's about allowing it to happen. And it'll just come. It's like putting out a bucket on a rainy day. Water's just going to accumulate. More baskets, more buckets, more water. That's it. And that joy is going to carry you through. And all the best things are on their way for you. All right. Well, hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. So, let's see. you're thinking about where your roots are, what your family did, what happened before, long time before, to get you to where you are today. You're thinking about your personal happiness, what makes you feel okay with you. That's generally what's happening. Meditation, spiritual life, visiting people in hospitals and prisons goes a long way to make good karma. Creative ability, creative ideas are just pumping through you, Sagittarius. This is a good time. This is a good time for you to create. This is a good time for you to manifest. This is a good time for you to get the things that you really desire in a way that brings you joy and happiness. You know, happiness is a real success. I'm going to say that to everyone here. It's like being happy will allow you to have more good things happen in your life, you know. And we become happy when we're doing right actions, what we're naturally good at, and we're giving some kind of service that's making the world a better place. And that's what you need to do. If you're just being opportunistic for your own self, you're going to burn friends, you're going to isolate and say, oh yeah, that's a typical flaky, opportunistic Sagittarian. And you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that person. So do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. And even then some, do a little more. That's nice, you know. Not intruding on people, though. You know, just be cool. Greetings, Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope. Okay, so we're making things happen in a good way right now. We're manifesting things in a real way. We're also manifesting things in a transformative way, and we're bringing a lot of love into our sibling and friend environment, in our communication. And we're being more conscious about our communication. We're able to do great research historically, looking back at things and understanding what went down. And we have good friends that have our back right now, too. We have good friends that are supporting us right now, that help us have a better life. And we desire to know about the mysteries of the universe. Oh boy, you know, I mean, and we have to pay attention to our karma, what we've done, good and bad. Because all things are going to come to us in the end. And this is an opportunity for us to be more friendly, to make family, and to do better in every way. Okay. Well, hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your horoscope. So, knowledge is powerful. Your key phrases I know. And through this knowledge, you're going to bring on something wonderful. You're going to bring on something amazing. You're going to bring on something that's liberating, talented, of value and substance. Now, Pisces time, we're concentrating on our families. We're concentrating on our values, how we make money, and things that affect our mouth and our neck and our shoulders to some extent. What do we feed ourselves? You know, what are we taking in? Because what we feed ourselves is going to be, you know, you are what you eat. So eating better is a good start. And you're going to make more friends. You've got a great Mercury. You've got a great understanding of how the world works. You've got great career opportunities with Jupiter transiting it. And you're good at the basketball game with Mars in your 11th house with your friends. I mean, and sure, you got some karma to work out, but you're real about it, and that's what makes it all different. All right, so greetings, Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope as we wind things up. Happy birthday. If you're a Pisces having a birthday this week, just want to acknowledge you and know that I am so glad that you exist. Sweethearts of the Zodiac, so accepting, so compassionate, so imaginative, and so open-minded. Possibilities are what make inventions. Restrictions and boundaries are meant to be crossed. How can we cross this? How can we expand our world even further? And it looks good. It looks like you're expanding in your knowledge with Jupiter retrograde. And you've got a good voice, you've got intelligent things to say, you're inspired, you're inspiring others, you have a spiritual outlook, you got serious friends, You're working towards having better health. And because of this, all of this, the world's going to be a better place. So next week, we're going to tune in again. We're going to talk about the new moon. We're going to talk about this new cycle. We're going to talk about the spring equinox and bringing on the light. And here we are. We've almost got 12-hour days now, 12 hours of light. And so there's a little bit of happy in that, no matter where you live. So pump up the happiness. I love your comments. I love hearing from you. Cosmic Kev 100. We're doing this again next week. Thanks for being here.